Good morning. My name is Dr. TANKO. I will be taking you the first part of this course, optical mineralogy. The course contents are as follows: mineral preparation for microscope study. For microscopic studies to be understood and be able to analyze the samples or rocks, it has to be well prepared. And hence, this stage of the preparation is essential in understanding the mineral and the rocks. Therefore, it is pertinent on a student to actually understand these procedures. Rock samples typically coarse or individual grab samples require processing before they can be used for mineral analysis by either PLM, that is polarizing light microscope, microprobe, and scanning electron microscope. Even X-ray microanalysis can also be used. The sample has to be thin section so to allow light to pass through it. Because for microscope, we have two types. We have the transmitted light microscope and the reflected light microscope. But for this, we are going to concentrate on the transmitted light microscope. This is the samples to be prepared. First step, cutting a slab. A suitable size slab for mounting on a slide is cut from a piece of rock or drill core with a diamond saw. You can see the arrangement of the machine for that purpose. Step 2. Step 2 is initial lapping of the slab. The slab is leveled on one side and the other side is lapped flat and smooth, first on a cast iron lap with 400 grit carborundum, then finished on a glass plate with 600 grit carborundum. Step 3. Glass slide is added. After drying on a hot plate, a glass slide is glued to the lapped face of the slab with epoxy. Step 4. Slab is sectioned. That is, using a thin section saw, the slab is cut off close to the slide. The thickness is further reduced on a thin section grinder. Here we're saying the powders are mixed with epoxy, then sprayed on a slide and allowed to cure. The surface is ground flat on the thin section grinder, then finished similarly to a thin section. Step 5. Final lapping. A finished thickness of 30 micron is achieved by lapping the section by hand on a glass plate with 600 grit carborundum. A fine grinding with 1000 grit prior to polishing is optional. It means that you must not necessarily use that. Step 6. Polishing. The section is placed in a holder and spoon on a polishing machine using nylon cloth and diamond paste until a suitable polish is achieved for microscope or SME studies. Step 7. which is the final inspection. Here you inspect the sample to be sure that it has achieved the required thickness so that it can be viewed for all kinds of mineral and textures. It is also to ensure that the slides into a correct size as well, such that they can be mounted without any problem and can allow for other uh, petrographic studies. Here are examples of finished thin sections which are ready for microscopic view, examination, analysis of textures and microstructures. This we come to the end of this week's lecture on the topic. So when next we will now continue with the next topic on the content. Thank you.